Back to the phone calls. Talk to Benny in Richmond, British Columbia. Hi, Benny.
Hi, good afternoon. I just would like to ask a verse in the Bible in Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. It says, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy. My question is, what is the difference between pride and arrogancy? Why the verse says, and arrogancy? Are they not the same?
Well, they are. I mean, pride oftentimes manifests itself in arrogance, but the words, while they have the same connotation, a prideful attitude, there is a different way in which arrogance can be manifested. But arrogance and pride are closely related, as in the context are evil behavior and perverse speech.
Mm-hmm. Would you mind expanding about the perversity of the mouth? How does that look like?
Well, when you use evil speech, when you use your mouth in a way to cut down someone else, to build yourself up, when you blaspheme the Lord, there are all kinds of ways in which evil proceeds from the mouth, because ultimately the mouth is the vessel by which we communicate that which resides in the heart. And our hearts are evil beyond comprehension. When we recognize the full evil of the heart, we also recognize the full need for salvation through Jesus Christ, the recognition that we can never be good enough to be acceptable to God, that we are evil throughout. And I think what's particularly telling in the Bible is the great men of God who are considered righteous, like Isaiah, get one glimpse of the holiness of God and are completely undone, recognizing just how evil they are. Or even someone like the great apostle Paul, who wrote 2/3 of the New Testament epistles. In light of the glory of God's holiness and righteousness, he says, "Oh, what a wretched man I am." And I think this is true for all of us as we grow in grace and knowledge. As we get closer and closer to the light of Christ, we see just how wretched we ourselves are, how much evil resides in the human heart, even of those who are redeemed, because we are yet sinners.
As Christians, will we still be accountable to the Lord if we have said those kind of words that are perverse or maybe corrupt? Are we still accountable to the Lord?
Yes, we are. I mean, we're accountable for everything we do in this life. What we do now counts for all eternity. So we can build on the foundation that is Jesus Christ, says the Apostle Paul. We can either do that using wood, hay, or stubble, or we can use fine gold, costly jewels. So there are degrees of reward in heaven and degrees of punishment in hell. So we should not say, well, I'm saved and therefore that's that. No, we certainly do work from our salvation. And again, what we do now counts for all eternity.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so thank you very much for that. And God bless you.
And you as well, Benny. Thank you so much for giving me a call today.